Now we one time. So let the rhythm hit him. Just let the rhythm hit him.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 57.
And the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. Now they go screen. It's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The drive will start with an option going left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Lewis Seed in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Lewis Seed drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. And taken right on the 30. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game. So you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And they'll get him down up past the 15. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 7-0 is our score. The NFL EA Sports continues right after this message. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. A good pickup there of 22.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
19 tight.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look at and he lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And taken down just shy of the 40. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They're going to try and throw. Flushed out right. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got room at the 30. Now he's into the clear again. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The slot man in motion right. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in this Super Bowl. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
19 tight.
Back to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The keeper there good for about 9, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and inches. So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now back to throw. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. Now a first down carry for Harris. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Back to throw now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On the move to his left. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Harris is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Steelers are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Boswell good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
Yeah, absolutely.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 75 yards. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Shakes off the sack. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Second and 5. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.